Good afternoon, sir. My name is Rohit Bhattacharya, and I'm a student of Mechanical Engineering, 7th SEM, Section D. And I'll be presenting on the topic of performance characteristics study of GTAW based additive manufacturing. Now, let's talk about the contents of our project. The contents of our project include the objective of our project, the introduction, then we will explain about the additive manufacturing process. Then we will explain about what GTAW is, that is the gas tungsten arc welding, and then we'll explain the wire arc additive manufacturing, and then we'll explain about the methodology of wire arc additive manufacturing, and then we will cover the topic of additive manufacturing using gas tungsten arc welding, and then we'll have the conclusion of our project. Now, so first of all, we will explain the objective of our project. That is, the main objective of our project is to study about the performance characteristics of the additive manufacturing technique using the TIG, that is the tungsten inert gas welding technique, also known as the GTAW, that is the gas tungsten arc welding technique. Now, introducing the topic, the welding based additive manufacturing process has a potential for producing many functional and different types of many functional 3D metallic components in a very cost effective manner. It also saves the time, amount, and also the cost. Out of the many welding based alternatives available, the tungsten inert gas, that is the TIG technique, or the GTAW, that is the gas tungsten arc welding technique based additive manufacturing, is one of the most efficient processes. Hence, we were covering this topic here. Now, let's explain about what additive manufacturing is. Additive manufacturing is the official industry standard term given for all the applications of the technology. It is the additive manufacturing is defined as the process of joining materials to make objects from 3D model data, usually a layer upon layer, as opposed to subtractive manufacturing methodologies. Now, additive manufacturing or additive layer manufacturing is the industrial production name for 3D printing, a computer-controlled process that creates three-dimensional objects by depositing materials, usually layer above a layer. Now, let's talk about the applications of additive manufacturing. The applications of additive manufacturing are a whole lot of applications are there. Now, the primary applications for additive manufacturing are fabrication, that is the design or modeling, fit and function, prototyping, and direct part production. Around the world, additive manufacture is changing the way organizations design and manufacture their products. When this technique, that is the additive manufacturing, is used correctly and very efficiently, it can save huge amounts of money and time. So this is a technique that needs to be given much importance in these times, to save a lot, huge amounts of time and money. Because when we use it correctly, this process proves to be one of the most efficient manufacturing processes in the recent times. Now, let's explain about the TIG, that is the tungsten inert gas welding, or the gas tungsten arc welding. The gas tungsten arc welding, also known as the tungsten inert gas, that is the TIG welding, is a type of arc welding which produces the weld using a non-consumable tungsten electrode. Inert gases such as argon or helium are used to protect the area being welded from the contamination, that is from oxygen contamination, and from the environment of the place where the welding is taking place. And most, although not all, the welding applications will require a filler metal. Now, the cast tungsten arc welding, in basic terms, we can explain as that is, there is a non-consumable tungsten electrode that we feed into the that provides the arc. It is not consumed. There is a shielding gas, that is the such as argon or helium, that shields the electrode from the nearby atmosphere, that is oxygen contamination. And since the electrode is non-consumable, therefore, for welding, for additive manufacturing, we need a filler metal. Now, the filler metal may be the same as the parent metal, or may be different, but this is how the gas tungsten arc welding works. The electrode is non-consumable, and a consumable filler rod is used to produce the weld. Now, this is the diagram of our gas tungsten arc welding setup. The inert gas supply provides the helium or argon gas to provide for the shielding process. The electron holder gives then it goes to the tungsten electrode. The tungsten electrode carries the charge and produces the arc. and the gas passages are situated there. The electrical conductor insulating sheath are also situated, and then there is the workpiece above which the tungsten electrode is uh, providing the arc where the weld is taking place. This is the complete welding machine, and the shielding, as we can see here, the shielding gas is protecting the tungsten electrode from the contamination from the atmosphere. So this was our setup, and now we will explain about the advantages of TIG, or tungsten inert gas welding. The tungsten inert gas welding is used for numerous metals, that is steel, bronze, nickel, brass, copper, magnesium, aluminium, gold. The TIG, that is the tungsten inert gas welding, produces welds without any type of sparks or smoke or fumes. It is very good for detailed designs or curves, and it can be used on both thick and thin metals. Therefore, we can see that the TIG welding is a very efficient process. Now, let's talk about the wire arc additive manufacturing, or the WAAM process. The development of wire arc additive manufacturing is being driven by the need for increased manufacturing efficiency of engineering students. It is its ability to produce very near net shape of forms without the need for complex tooling, molds, or dies offers a very high potential for significant cost and lead time reductions, increased material efficiency, improved component performance, and reduction of inventory and logistics costs by local on-demand manufacture. Hence, the wire arc additive manufacturing is a very efficient process. It's a very simple process, and there's no need for complex tooling also. um, it does not require molds or dies also, and it reduces the costs, it reduces the time, it increases the efficiency of a material, it improves the component performance, and so on and so on. So this is a very good process, and this is the experimental setup for the process of wire arc additive manufacturing. uh, the computer controls it, as we know that the additive manufacturing is actually 3D printing, which is controlled by a computer program, and that is electronically controlled. Hence, the computer controls the measured 3D model, the laser scanner, the CNC machine tool. It works on the workpiece to produce the finished workpiece. Then you have the welding machine, the preheating plate, and the arc length controller. All of these work together to produce that the additive manufacturing, that is wire arc additive manufacturing. Now, the methodology, that is how the whole process works. Wire feed strategy is proposed to achieve an omnidirectional GTAW wire arc additive manufacturing process. Thus, a model of welding voltage with welding current and arc length is established first. Then, an automatic control system fit to the entire cast tungsten arc welding wire arc additive manufacturing process is established using both welding voltage as well as a welding current. The effect of several types of commonly used controllers is then examined to assess the validity of this system. And an arc length step experiment, various wire feed speed experiments, and a square sample experiment were performed. So this is the methodology, and this is the diagram of the methodology. We have the platform above which is located the substrate. It is connected to the platform using through the by means of the clamps, and that is a thin wall, and that is the GMAW torch. The travel direction is along the x-axis. If we consider the plane of the paper or the plane of the screen, the travel direction is along the x-axis, and the GMAW torch provides the arc to provide the, pro- the provide the whole process of this welding. And now we will talk about our main project topic, that is the cast tungsten arc welding based additive manufacturing. Now, the cast tungsten arc welding uses a non-consumable tungsten electrode in combination with a separately fed wire to produce the weld deposit. As I had explained before, that the tungsten is a non consumable electrode, hence it doesn't get consumed. So therefore, to produce the welding, that is, we need two different types of metals at least. Therefore, since we have the parent metal, we need another type of metal, which is the separately fed filler wire, or the filler metal. So which the gas tungsten arc melts, and then the filler metal fills the melts and provides for the welding process. During this deposition process, that is the deposition of the filler metal process, the wire feed orientation influences the material transfer and the quality of the deposit. That is, the how the wire feed is oriented plays a big role in the material transfer and the quality of also the quality of the deposit. Back feeding, side feeding, and front feeding can be used. Front feeding is normally implemented for TI based and iron based additive manufacturing, And the increasing the arc length was accompanied by an equal increase in the distance between the shielding nozzle and the workpiece. A gas lens is used to generate laminar flow of shielding gas to reduce oxidation. Hence, by this process, we can reduce the oxidation also, therefore reducing the contamination of the tungsten electrode, which in turn helps the shielding process also, which is done by the shielding gases, that is argon and helium. Next, a trailing shielding device is usually used to prevent oxidation during the uh, wire arc additive manufacturing of titanium alloys on open air. Twin wire gas tungsten arc welding based WAAM has been developed to produce intermetallic and functionally graded materials. Two different wires from separate wire feed systems are fed into a single melt pool to form objects. This is a very interesting process, and then the composition of different materials can be controlled through separately adjusting the wire feed rates. Preheating and trailing gas shielding may be used to control the interpass temperature and to prevent oxidation, respectively. That is, the preheating shielding. The preheating may be used to control the interpass temperature to prevent oxidation, and trailing gas shielding may be used to control the oxidation, mm, respectively. So here we have the diagram of our GTAW based additive manufacturing. We have the substrate above which lies the component, and then above which we can see the new layer which has been formed. The torch provides the arc, that is the molten pool where the parent metal melts, and the wire and the filler metal, that is the wire feeder, also gives the filler metal, and this melts and provides the and forms the new layer over the component. So this is basically, as we see, that additive manufacturing is performed. Additive manufacturing is actually the industrial term for 3D printing. 3D printing is we have a 3D model, and then we make the our component by providing layer after layer after layer. So this is what is happening here. We have a parent metal above which the wire feeder is given, and this melts the arc melts the wire feeder, and then a separate layer is produced above which another separate layer is produced, and this is how the complete process is completed. That is, the additive manufacturing is completed using the gas tungsten arc welding technique. Now, the wire arc additive manufacturing uses arc welding power sources and manipulators to build 3D shapes through arc deposition, and this process commonly uses the wire as a filler material and follows a predetermined path that has been determined before to create the desired shape. This method of additive manufacturing, that is the wire arc additive manufacturing, is usually performed using robotic welding equipment. And that we can also see from there. That is the diagram, the block diagram. We have the computer which controls the robot controller, which then controls the 6-axis robotic arm, which then controls the welder and wire feeder. Then it controls the welding torch, and finally the welding torch completes the process, and the printed part is produced. That is, the 3D printed part is produced. That is, the whole part has been produced through 3D printing, and it has been manufactured using the process of additive manufacturing while also using the gas tungsten arc welding technique. Now we come to the conclusion of our project. The research and development of wire arc additive manufacturing for metal components is interdisciplinary, integrating materials science, thermomechanical engineering, and process planning. The research conducted in recent years is valuable in characterizing and validating the wire arc additive manufacturing of metal components. It is considered that the next progression of wire arc additive manufacturing is the automation of the process. This is obviously the future aspect of this process, that is, which we are proceeding towards in this world, that is, less and less amount of human intervention or interference, and more amount of control by computers and robots, and that is the whole process to become automatic. Hence, the main goal of this to achieve the complete automation of the process. Now, significant research and further understanding are required in aspects of process control and optimization and automated process planning. Example: 3D slicing, path planning, and integrated milling. In terms of industrial manufacturing of large-scale structural components, wire arc additive manufacturing should not be expected to replace current subtractive manufacturing processes for all or even most situations. Rather, the two should complement each other where possible to reduce material usage and final costs. Therefore, what I mean to say here is that we shouldn't be expecting that the wire arc additive manufacturing would be completely replacing the subtractive manufacturing processes. Instead, we should use both the additive manufacturing as well as the subtractive manufacturing processes together to achieve the optimum the optimum achievement of the goal to produce the best materials using the lowest amount of money and the lowest amount of time. So this is would be this is our ultimate goal, and the future aspect of this is, as I explained, that the complete automation of this process, which we are proceeding towards day by day. So this is it, sir. Mm, this as was our project about the cast tungsten arc welding based additive manufacturing. So thank you, sir.